Greetings. So I have been doing a lot of thinking, and I believe I am going to probably slowly and sporadically make a new playlist that is about religious trauma. I want to put together something that addresses different musings and bitchings about my time in the various denominations of the Baptist, Pentecostal, a little bit of Mormon, various churches, Catholic Church, various churches that I have personally gone to and studied at. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'll go and do a topic by topic and just put my thoughts out there on that. And I'll probably do a more or less shorter overview to kind of start that off a little bit. There are so many people that I have come across that have had so many different tragic outcomes and horrific things that have happened in their life, in their spiritual lives, in their emotional lives, sometimes in their day-to-day lives, mostly in their day-to-day lives actually, because of the different things that they have experienced with organized religion, toxic Christianity, and various forms of religious trauma. It is a very, very real thing. It is very, very out there, and it is just not talked about. I found a few things online. I know there's somebody who actually coined the term religious trauma, and I'd have to look it up to find out exactly who it is and give credit where it's due. But it's just, when I was coming out of the church, it's just not something that I was aware of. I just knew that I had a burning rage. It's just one of those things that I think sometimes you just need to hear that there's someone out there who has been through this shit, and it's ugly and it's dark and it hurts. And the various stages of it. The only thing that I'm going to be able to do is speak by my personal experience. I will preface these videos by saying that I don't have formal degrees that qualify me for some kind of expertise on the matter. I am simply a human being who spent about 35 years consistently in various churches and having these various experiences that have all led up to where I'm at now. And I think the ear is probably what people need. And I think the ability to understand that you're not alone, and there are a lot of people out there, and there are resources to help with these things, is something that people need. And, you know, as far as I go, I have a high school diploma. I was out on my own before I ever graduated high school. I had planned to go to Flagler College in St. Augustine, Florida, for my degree was going to be in psychology, and I had planned on working in trauma counseling. Instead, and for many reasons that I'm not about to get into, that process was taken away from me. So I did not go to college. I spent about 15 years in different forms of social work, between the state of Oregon, where I live now, and the state of Arizona, where I used to live. I have nothing on paper that says I'm any kind of an expert. So don't take any opinions or thoughts that I have as being any kind of expertise. Take it for what you will. I am an ordained minister. I was ordained in 2019, I believe, through the Universal Life Church, which is an incredibly easy, fast way to have a technical ordination. And I did that exclusively for the purposes of being able to offer both Christian and pagan services of all kinds, anything that a church would offer. I did that so that people who don't have a church to call on, don't want a church to call on, have some form of issue with a church, and in my area there's simply no pagan services available. So I did that to make that available to people, and I have had the honor of marrying several couples and providing counsel in a lot of ways. So I will go into hospitals, I'll go I'll do funerals, anything and everything.
I haven't seen this imposter. I haven't seen this poster in like
anything and everything that a pastor or a priest or a minister of some sort from a church would do. I am available to do, and I do provide those services, and I provide them for free. If I have to travel, then I expect reimbursement for that. But other than that, it's nothing more than doing something for people, because so many people have been severely fucked over. And I think you ought to be able to baptize your baby if you want to, or have a wedding if you want to, and have spirituality to it if that's what you want, without having to jump through the hoops of some form of organized religion. So that is a qualification that I have, that's technically on the books, I guess you could say. I also have first, second, and third degree. I have first, second, and third degree Wicca certifications. I am not Wiccan, but I do have the certifications because the religion of Wicca is something that is very close to what I actually practice. So I do have that. I have been an out in the open, out of the broom closet practicing witch since 2018, but I am a born witch, and I've been this way my whole life. But as we'll hear later, in church settings, that's not something that is welcome. The giftings are something that's taught to be suppressed. The practices are definitely a no-no, so on and so forth. So anyway, in conclusion, in a little introductory type of video, I just wanted to say that that is my plan at the moment. I recently had knee surgery. I'm not feeling so hot right now. I can't do a whole lot of walking around or anything of the sort, so I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go or what the timing might be. But if you happen to come across this, and if it's something that you're interested in, I'd really love a comment and tell me what your thoughts are, and tell me if it's something that you've been through, I would love to hear the stories. So, please, by all means, the big thing that they always say on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever. I don't care. Do it or don't. That's entirely up to you. But if you do have something that you would like to share, please feel free to leave a comment. So I'll leave it at that and bid you a lovely evening, and I will plan on seeing you soon.